What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time watching me, hi, my name is Janine and I upload new videos on Mondays. And for today's video, I want to do kind of something a little bit different and just basically give my tips into starting off the new year on the right foot and different ideas for things you can do. Let's be honest, just because a day change doesn't mean it's actually like going to be completely different in your life unless you slowly actually change your life. But with that being said, over the past week, I took it upon myself to try to like get my life together, and like one big thing that I like to do on this channel is gist, which is like get your SHIT together. And I basically just did a little bit of that, but way more in depth over the past week. And I figured I would go through and talk to you guys about what I did and different tips that I would give to you guys if you want to implement this into your week. So one of the biggest tips I would give to you is know what you want coming out of this. Like, know what your goals are, how you want yourself to be in the year, and try to figure out different habits that you should implement. So like if you think, oh, I want to be like this, that version of yourself that you have in your head that you're striving towards, what would they be doing right now? What would they be doing in their day-to-day? What would their room look like? What would their house look like? Car, etc. And then pick a couple of those things to do each day and just slowly work your way into doing that, but also quickly work your way into doing that, if that makes sense. Because we're going to completely change everything in the span of maybe a week or so, but you can also do this over the span of a month. It depends on like how deep you want to get with it. I only did it for a week just because I feel like I didn't need to change that much. But that gets us into our first category, habits and routines. What kind of habits do you want to have and what kind of routines would go along with that? I find it easiest to add habits into your life within a routine. So if you have a morning routine, a night routine, a work routine, if you have a habit that you want to implement, you can just kind of change a small part of a routine that you already have. But right now, if you have nothing, it's a little bit harder to try to get a routine. Like if you want to drink a gallon of water in a day, but right now you're not drinking like more than 8 ounces of water in a day, it's going to be a lot harder just to try to remember to drink water. But if you think to attach it to every time I use my phone, I'm gonna drink some water, you can have that in the routine of picking up your phone, drink the water. What I ended up doing for the week, I downloaded this app. It's called Done. I put in 3 habits that I wanted to do, and then you can like check them off basically inside the app. I used to do a habit tracker and a bullet journal, and that was just too much for me. I don't want to take the time to draw it out, even though it does look cute. And then with routines, you're gonna know yourself a lot more than anyone else. So if you're a morning person, then maybe you want to have a really strict morning routine. If you're a night person, you want to have more of a night routine. If you're super plan oriented like I am, then you might want to have like a step-by-step of what your routine is. Or if you're more go with the flow, just have a general idea of what you want to do at night and things you want to get accomplished, and then just kind of do whatever comes naturally and whatever feels right. I kind of do a little bit of both. I have like a list written out of what my morning routine is and the times that I do it, and then also my night routine. I have an idea of things I want to accomplish, but I kind of do it in whatever order just feels right for that day. Habits I would recommend to try to implement for the new year would be to read a little bit more. I am going to be having a book recommendations of 2021 video coming out soon, so if you guys need some ideas, then you guys can check out that video. But the way that I've been doing it is just trying to read a couple pages before bed every night, and then I'll read as little or as much as I want to, and just try to do that instead of being on my phone. A common habit that people want to have, especially during the new year, is exercise. And I feel like with this one, the easiest way to make it something that you'll actually do every day or all the time, however much you want to do it, is to make it fun and make it something that you want to do. If you don't like cardio, telling yourself that you're gonna run every day is just not plausible. I hate running and I know that, and so to try to tell myself, oh, I'm gonna get up and run every morning, that's just never gonna happen because I hate running. If you like YouTube videos and you like to do like HIIT cardio, you can look up 20-minute HIIT cardio workout, or if you only have 10 minutes, look up a 10-minute one. You can literally customize your own workout plan, or you can download apps to help you. You can always customize it to something that you know that you're going to enjoy doing. If I'm doing something that I'm making up personally, I'll get bored of it after a while, so that's why I like to switch it up with the YouTube videos and with doing cardio, or you can do Zumba, Pilates, yoga, and just like try something new that maybe you haven't done before. And a big one for this year, make sure to get proper rest. I know that this is going to be a big one for me. I function best off of 9 hours of sleep. So making sure that I get 9 hours of sleep every night is really important to me. Maybe you can function off 7, but you should have 7 to 9 hours of sleep every night. Even if you think like, oh, I can function off of 4 hours of sleep. That's still not very healthy. And if you want to look more into that, like I've done a bunch of research and listened to podcasts and doctors and scholarly articles about sleep. So like if you want to look more into it, definitely go for it. I feel like I'm not going to tell you what is good for you or what is unhealthy, but I would definitely recommend getting the proper 7 to 9 hours of sleep every night and trying to make that like a goal for yourself so you can have enough energy to get throughout the day and be able to become that person that you think is like, oh, I want to be like this. The next category is cleansing. So this is going to be literally everything, not just the basics of like clean your room, but like deep dive, clean out all of those photos that you have in your phone. Personally, I had like 4,000 photos on my phone, and I had photos that like are backed up on iCloud that aren't even like, I don't know how to explain it, but when you try to go to the picture on your phone, it'll just have like the exclamation point in the bottom corner, and you can't actually open it, you can't post it on social media, it doesn't work, it's just taking up room on your phone for no reason. With doing deleting all of those, make sure to go through and delete apps that you don't use anymore, and go through social media and make sure you're actually following people that benefit you in some way. I went through everyone that I follow on Instagram and cleansed that out, and if you really want to, you can get one of those apps that will tell you people that you're subscribed to that are not subscribed to you, or following rather, and you can do it that way. Or you can just go through and think, oh, do I actually care about seeing this person's life? Do I feel any sort of envy when I see them? Is it someone that you don't actually want to see all the time? Then just unfollow them. It's not that deep. It will really help you and your self-esteem. Like if you follow a bunch of Fitspo people on Instagram, but every time you see them it just makes you feel bad about yourself, unfollow all of them. You don't need to see that and have that negativity in your life. You can just press unfollow and everything will be fine. And then also transferring photos, like if you have a screenshot of something, it's like, oh, I'm gonna come back to this later. We all know that you're not gonna go back to it later. So go through right now, go through all of your photos, all of your screenshots, and transfer it into your notes. Like I know one big thing is when I'm watching YouTube videos, if someone recommends a book and they hold it up, I screenshot it. But I'm not gonna be able to find that book if it's just in the photos. So I have a list on my phone that's books that I want to read. I'll go through and transfer all the book titles into there, delete all the photos, and go through all of your notes. You can have one note that's for like movie recommendations, book recommendations, whatever it is, and transfer it all, organize it so you're not scrolling through 200 notes. The next big category is, with cleansing, work your way to objects. Clean out your closet. I clean out my closet about every other month, maybe every 2 months, and I still filled an entire like huge bag of clothes that I'm just gonna take to Plato's Closet, and whatever they don't take I'm gonna donate. One big thing with these items that I picked are things that I saw and they did spark joy. I was like, oh, I can't wait to wear this, but do they actually fit? No. You should only own clothes that fit you and not clothes that you think, oh, I'm gonna wear this in 6 months or I'll wear this next year. You don't need to have it. Another one is going through papers, books, notebooks. I went through my entire book collection. There's a bunch of books right here, and books that I had already read and weren't planning on reading again, I gave to my family. And then if there's other papers or anything, try to organize them. I have binders that are specifically for like financial paperwork or like paperwork that's for work and stuff like that. Like have them all separated and organized. That's a little bit more in-depth. That like right now if you don't have anything organized, that's gonna take you a bit more than just the week that I gave myself to do things. At least if you want to have a life. If you don't and you want to just get all that paperwork knocked out, I think that there's like a Marie Kondo method to do that. I've never watched or read the book for the Marie Kondo method, but she has one for like organizing paperwork and everything. And while you're cleaning and while you're organizing, make sure that you do it in a way that it's easy for you to tidy up along the way. If every day you would need to take down a box from a hard to reach shelf to put something something away, you're probably never gonna put it away. Try to make it as easy as possible to clean up and organize and everything have a place. Like when I use my Theragun, I just got it for Christmas, so I didn't really have a place to put it away, but I have a spot right under my bed that I just put it there because when I'm using it, I can just reach over and put it there super easy. If I want to try to put it away but it's on the top shelf somewhere, then I'm either not going to use it, it's going to stay on the shelf, or whenever I'm done using it, I'm just going to put it on the floor because I don't feel like getting up to go put it on the shelf. Interrupting because I just bought this vacuum. Literally the box is still sitting here on my bed. It's not working. At least it's not working well. So if you have any recommendations on a good vacuum, please let me know. At this point, I really want to just return this. Even though I don't know if I can return it even when I just used it. I don't know how that works. But we're gonna find out. And lastly, make sure to take time to relax and make time to relax. You can't just go into it and try to completely change your life and not give yourself time to rest. Like lay there and play on your phone, time to sit and watch YouTube videos, movies, TV shows, like whatever it is that you like to do. Then make sure to make time to be able to still do those things, because trying to become a better version of yourself shouldn't feel like you don't like yourself now and you have to push and change and do everything in your power to become someone else. It's about caring about yourself so much that you want to improve yourself even more. Once you get that mindset, it's a lot easier to actually take the time to rest, especially if one of your goals is fitness and working out. You don't build muscle by lifting weights. You tear down and break down your body by lifting weights. The actual time to rest and recover and give yourself proper nutrition and protein and all of that kind of stuff is what builds the muscle in the repair process. So you need to have the time to rest and sleep and eat properly and all of that kind of stuff. And that's just one big example of how that happens, but that's with really everything in daily life. Is you need to have that rest and recovery time to really put your all and put your 100% into every day. So I hope you guys liked this kind of video, how it was like a vlog style and sit down style. If you did, make sure to let me know, or if you prefer whenever I just do vlogging. I feel like I don't talk as much whenever I just vlog. If you prefer when I don't talk as much, then let me know that too. And if you guys liked it, make sure to give it a like and comment down below letting me know if there's any other ideas that you guys have for future videos. Make sure to let me know as well. I also have all my socials down in the description box. My Instagram is popping off recently, so if you want to follow me on Instagram at itsmelol. In the meantime, I will see you next Monday in my next video. Bye!